All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay!
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
They weren't lying about the cardboard boxes, Jesus. Hey guys, Cyclonic Flame here, and welcome back to the Stanley Parable. This is episode 4.
To go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
And this wanker keeps interrupting me every single intro. And when we left off, I found the most long-winded and confusing ending of all time in any video game ever. I checked back through the recording, and turns out that
when Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
when the narrator ended the... Like, when the narrator refused to restart and lose his memory, that's when the ending ended.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
So, yeah, that was a thing.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Alright,
but
shut up,
eager
shut
to
up,
get
shut up.
back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Alright, I had to ask my friend for this because I didn't want to go through
Stanley
all
was
the...
so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I didn't want to go through the Wikipedia page and have it all spoiled for me, so I asked a friend who'd already played this game what endings I'd missed. And apparently he said there's a thing down there that I have to jump onto one of the... I think he said one of the shelves? So let's try that.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Hey, the sarcastic asshole is me, not you.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Okay, so apparently that's not a thing. I don't even think I can make that. Just like, there's absolutely no way I can make that
when
jump.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire.
When I like step on the platform to move it, maybe I can step on it and go back. Maybe that will allow me the ability to jump off without killing myself,
Stanley
of course.
took the first open door on his left.
Yes, narrator, we've heard this spiel a bunch of times already.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Sorry to break it to you, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back. You'd best either get comfortable right here on this platform, or test your luck by jumping to the floor below.
Oh, was that an invitation, narrator?
Looking at it now, it's not that far to the bottom floor. I bet you can make it.
What if I hit this truck over here? Let's try that.
Whoops.
Nope.
Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
Okay, looks like I can't jump down there. Oh well. By the way, you're a fucking liar, and you know it.
All of his co-workers were gone.
I bet he's sitting there sniggering right now, just like, this dumb
Perhaps
bitch.
he simply missed a memo.
Honestly, I don't blame him. That would have been a fucking hilarious prank to pull on somebody. Huh? I thought for a second there that it opened.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room.
On the way to the boss's room, which I completely fucked up because I just went through the wrong door.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Alright, fine.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Alright, so I'm supposed to go up to the boss's office.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Wait a minute, I'm pretty sure the floor is not meant to do that. Okay, that's a thing. Alright, so I haven't gone downstairs yet.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
How about no?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
That's actually a fair point.
All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
See?
None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
What the heck?
For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
That's
Why
a fair
did doors
point.
close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
Well, that would actually explain a lot, really.
Relief Stanley felt.
Although, why would you be dreaming about work?
An answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself,
at least my dreams are a bit
I'll
more,
wake up soon. I'll have to
you
go
know,
back
stable.
to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Whoa! No.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
This is beautiful, actually, but why are we still in here?
And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
Oh, yeah?
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
It's called your internal dialogue,
the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
Okay, that's a fair point.
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
I have the feeling that it isn't.
Gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment.
Why would you want
and my
that?
Wife, and my job.
I mean, your wife and your apartment,
all I want
yes.
is my life exactly the
but
way
not your
it's
job.
always
What the
been.
hell? I've seen your job. It's boring,
my life
dude.
is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Everything is not fine. I've learned that a long time.
Okay.
I've learned that a long time ago. Called it.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real.
Oh
Please,
god, this went from 0 to 100 real quick.
I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Shit. That was a little bit darker than I expected it to be.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Mariella?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Oh,
But
Jesus!
on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Holy
and although she would
shit.
soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
What even is this game anymore? What even is this game?
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Am I supposed to have somebody following me or something? Alrighty then. Well, I remember those computers. I've gone two of them so far.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door.
I'm pretty sure there's like a computer in the secretary's office. Like the one right before the boss.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find... Oh no, no. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Is that an actual invitation, or are you just being sarcastic? I'm sorry, that's funny.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm not gonna spend another entire thing in the freaking. Not up here, is it? Okay. Oh yeah, another thing my friend told me was to go in through the boss's doors and then out quickly.
Stepping in.
Haha! Gotcha, bitch! Now what? Okay, that door's open. And I thought that was different for a second there. What about this? Oh, can't go into the executive bathroom. Oh, come on. He said to go all the way back to my office. So apparently that's a thing. No comment on me being in the closet? No? Okay. Wait. What's this? Okay, that's a thing then. You are now leaving. Wait, what? Wait, am I actually leaving the facility doing this? Escape pod launch bay. This place has escape pods? What is this? Alright. Where am I going? Hello? Game? What? Did I escape? I noticed the narrator is not speaking.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were.
So I'm assuming that was
a matter
ending.
of time.
So, another thing that I have to do, apparently, is go and hunt down all the computers with the input. Okay, so there's one there. And apparently, I have to restart the game until I found all 5 computers. Oh, shh. Wait, what?
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
That is a lot of I mean, I understand it's a big facility, but that is still a lot of cardboard boxes. It's ridiculous. Okay, so I remember doing the computers twice in one game.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay!
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
They weren't lying about the cardboard boxes, Jesus. That is a lot of cardboard boxes. Why are they all in the offices? Like, what? They're everywhere.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, he said the one in the secretary's office. And then there was another one where the rest of them are.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, come on, narrator, you're not being any fun. Let me into the closet.
Coming to a staircase,
Oh, you must have
Stanley
gotten
walked
sick of my
upstairs
shit.
to his boss's office.
Alright, so he said the secretary's office. I'm sorry, that's just funny, the narrator being so... What the heck? Why is my office blue?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Whoa.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Welcome to
Perhaps
the
he had
whiteboard
simply missed a
ending.
memo.
Console bark. Alright.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office.
Yeah,
but it
well,
didn't
the
make a
office is
single
the
difference,
office is
nor
different.
did it advance the story in any way?
He said it was in the room with the rest of the computers, but this isn't the same room, so I'm just gonna reset the game. And hopefully... Okay, now this is the office with the papers
The
everything.
meeting room.
Weird.
Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
Alright. And he said to reset the game again, and I should be able to find the last computer quite easily. Oh, okay then. Yay, got all the computers. Now where does this take me? Welcome, Stanley, to heaven. Oh my god. Buttons. Woo! Buttons! Wait, so this is just an eternity of pressing... Apparently, Stanley's idea of heaven is just buttons everywhere. I don't... Well, I mean, I guess he's been committing his entire life to pressing buttons, so I guess this shouldn't be surprising. Alright, so apparently that's the heaven ending. I think there's one legitimate ending left.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before
Oh,
he
it's
found
raining.
the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Okay, so apparently there's a cheat ending. And then there's the ending with
Stanley
the
came to a set
baby.
of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
And I say 2 legitimate endings because there is no way I can go with the 4-hour ending. Like, seriously, realistically, I'd be cheating if I was doing that ending. So, I have to
Yet
go
there was not
back
a single
to...
person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided
I have to go through the game
up to
again.
his boss's office.
And I think this
Coming
is
to
the
a
last
staircase,
ending.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
If you remember in a previous episode, I walked past a thing that said escape. So I'm going to go back there
Stepping
and
into his
see what
manager's
happens.
office, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Actually, this is a nice song.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Alright, so I'm gonna have to go down the escape pathway.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Or maybe not. I'm going to go this way.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
You lied about everything else. Why should I believe you? Well, I guess technically speaking, you half lied and half true.
Was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
But I want to go through here. I want to see what's at the end of this.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Exactly. Ooh, what's this? Oh, down the rabbit hole. Okay, where am I?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Whoa!
Resigned,
very violent death indeed. Jesus.
To his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh boy. This is not going to end well. What?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley
Who are you?
slid helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him
Who are
instantly.
you? What the fuck? The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
I mean, that's a fair point.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now?
Huh.
Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Well, that's a thing. Huh. Wait, so this is just like all the stuff from the game? This is cool. So that's the office. All the doors. Button sounds. Well, that's a thing. Hey, this is a cool place to put the credits. I really like this place. It's nice. It looks nice and clean. Maintenance room. The office, all the plants and stuff. That's one of the dividers with the photocopier. Huh. Oh, so that's the Steam Greenlight wall. Huh. What's in here? Warzone. We end up on a battlefield fighting aliens? Making fun of people who like shooters. I mean, I do like the occasional shooter, but, you know. This is cool. Narrator emails. Okay, so they actually have emails and stuff in the narrator. There's so many interesting concepts behind this game. This is actually quite incredible. Game design mockup. Huh. I see that the offices used to be a bit more decrepit than it is now. It's the countdown room. Monitor room elevator. Can I press the buttons on it? No? Okay. Oh, the freedom ending, which I succeeded in. Countdown disc. What is that over there? I want to go and see that. Office clock. All the boss's office variations. Employee lounge. The underground. Narration outtakes. Wow. All I see is just a bunch of empty chairs. It's kind of awkward. So that's a thing. It's actually quite incredible how much thought they put into this game. I think I've seen the entire office, I believe. Alright, so there's the exit over here.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Oh, then, nice talking to you, narrator lady.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No,
well, kinda.
Perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Well, I did already see that ending, so...
Listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
I just want to see what happens when he crushes me.
Someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time
Too bad. I let time choose for me. So, that's the thing. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the Stanley Parable series. If you have, set fire to that like and subscribe button. Recommend more games to me. And I saw the Raphael Parable as well, so I might be doing that at a later date. I'll see you all in the next video.